and our very own movie critic and audio extraordinaire, Laurel, is going to tell us all about it. So let's go over these nominations.
Okay, well, first off, I just want to say that yesterday before the nominations came out, I made my prediction list, which I do every year.
And it's thorough.
Yeah, it was thorough. I went through most of the categories, all the ones that I know of, and then I highlighted all the ones I got correct, got quite a few.
Okay.
But let's talk about Best Picture nominees.
Yes.
So many this year, so many good ones. I've seen a good portion of them. Have you seen any big picture nominees?
Which one? I saw Sinners.
Okay, we got Sinners, we got Hamnet, we got Begonia, we got Marty Supreme, we have One Battle After Another, we have Sentimental Value, we have The Secret Agent, and I think I'm missing, F1.
F1, yeah.
F1, and Frankenstein.
I saw Sinners out of all those. That was it. I do want to see F1 and Frankenstein. And there was another one. You told me about Marty Supreme.
Yes.
I do want to see those. Now, out of all of those, which ones you think has a really good chance of getting the nod?
I think it'll be One Battle After Another that wins it, even though that's not my personal favorite.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are really rooting for Sinners. I think, however, the horror category has a really hard time at winning stuff at award shows. However, I don't know if you heard this, but Sinners did break the record yesterday for most nominations ever.
No, I didn't hear that.
I think it was 16 of them.
Okay.
16. I don't think it'll win as many as I would hope that they would, but it's nice that they got nominated.
It is, because that was, like I told people, it was such an original take on vampires, and there was even some social messages in there that I thought was really creative as to how Ryan Coogler, and I was impressed with Michael B. Jordan. I mean,
Yeah,
same
casting
actor,
was great.
Yes, same actor doing two different parts, and it was so good that you know it's the same actor, but you can still distinguish the parts.
Exactly. And like you said, it's very original compared to the others, because a lot of the others are based off of adapted screenplays or not original content. They're based off of books or something else. But this was completely original, completely on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think a lot of some studios didn't even want it because they weren't sure how it was going to do. And I know
did great.
I know they regret it now. Okay, what's some of the other categories you got for us?
We have the normal ones. We have like Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Actress, Best Director. There's also Best Original Score, Best Original Song, things like that. All the normal ones. The good thing about these award shows is usually whatever gets nominated for Best Picture is also going to be in most of the other categories. It'll be the repeating nominees.
Okay.
So there's not really any big shockers. I think the only thing that was really a big shocker was Wicked. Wicked didn't get a single nomination, whereas last year for the first one it got 10 nominations.
Right.
Yeah.
Why do you think it got snubbed this year?
I think partly just because it's a sequel. I don't think sequels usually tend to do as good later on, but also I don't think the second one's as good. And they were up against so many other really good films this year. Avatar also didn't get a Best Picture nom, but it did get a few other nominations for Best Visual Graphics. I think it also got Costume Design. So
I can see that on both of those because the visuals in Avatar were amazing.
Yes.
What were some of the snubs that you were kind of surprised about?
Well, I'm very passionate about one of them.
Okay.
So for Best Supporting Actor, Paul Mescal was one that everybody was really expecting to be on there for his role as William Shakespeare in Hamnet. And he did not get a nomination, which it would have been his second had he got it. But it ended up going to Delroy Lindo.
For Sinners?
Yeah, for Sinners.
Wow.
He was one that really great actor, but just didn't expect him to get that. But also two actors from One Battle After Another, Sean Penn and Benicio del Toro, they got Best Supporting Actor nominations.
Was that a good movie? Because I think you were telling me about it. But
it is a really good movie. I just think out of all the other ones that are on the list, it's not my personal favorite to win. I think having such a big stacked cast is what's making it as popular as it is.
Okay. Now, when are the awards so we can see how many of those you guessed right?
Okay, I don't know the exact day. I think it's the first or second week in March. It'll be on a Sunday, but don't worry, I'll be sure to keep you updated.
Please do, man, because I want to see. Are you going to post your predictions on socials?
I usually don't, but I could, yeah.
Okay, we have to do that.
Yeah.
Because you normally get a lot right. I'm always shocked at how well you, because I don't know nothing about this.
I tend to go to the movies all the time, so this is my area of expertise.